Hello, YouTube. How y'all doing on this beautiful Saturday? Welcome to my live. I am Queen Lillie, and you know the subject we're talking about. Donald Trump and his goonies, Laura Loomer, Magic Mike who rocked the mic, right? Grinder. We're talking about Pam Bundy on each of these subjects. Right now, what Mike Johnson is trying to do, he's trying to turn in of the new Democrat that's coming in because she won in the special election, and she would make number 218 for the Epstein files to get the vote on being released. So that's what's going on right now in our country with this administration. They trying to bamboozle us and treat us like we don't have any God-given sense when we all got sense. Hey, let me know in the chat you here. Hit that like button. Let me know you are here. Again, we are talking about Donald J. Trump. I am Queen Lillie. Welcome to my live. Hit that like button right now. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can send me super chats and super stickers. Also, if you want to support my channel, my Venmo is in my description and my PayPal link is in my description. And I also have memberships. I have two different types of memberships. I have the Ruby membership and I have the Diamond membership. The Ruby membership is $4.99 and the Diamond membership is $9.99. Choose which one works best for you. And if you're trying to save money, I understand. Just simply get you the Ruby's membership and you still get a lot of love in there. It is imperative you get a membership because you get things that the regular subscribers do not get. You get loved in that membership, baby. Trust me. You get in court records, etc., cases, etc. And you also will receive the digital copy of Queen magazine. Also, if you scroll down in those memberships, you will see you get ebooks. You got a ebook. I think the Purple Cinderella as well. If you email me, I will send you the ebook to my book, The Purple Cinderella. Surviving Multiple Childhood, RAPISTS. Yeah. So let's begin. Again, hit that like button as you coming in. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Hello, Queen Vera. I miss you, girl. Hey, I love you, girl. And I miss you. I miss you. Hello, Queen Victorious One. How you doing? So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm going live much earlier because I want to go somewhere this evening. And it's best that I go live now because I can't promise that I'm going to go live earlier, but I will not go live tomorrow. I miss you. I do. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start with Laura Loomer first. Yeah, we're going to start with her first because I was going to put her to the end. You know, I may put her to the end. Hold off. I may just put her to the end. Let's start with some other news and we're going to get on over to the goodies because we're going to roast Laura Loomer. So I think I'm going to save her for last, okay? What y'all think about that? I think I'm going to say Laura Loomer for last because we're going to roast her because she just won't stop running those D-suckers. Her and her D-suckers just keep moving those fake lips. Yeah, those D-suckers. You know what I'm talking about. They look like Stephen Miller's head. Yeah, those D-suckers. We're going to do a good old roast on Laura Loomer. Yes, we are. So we're going to start with the latest news. Then we're going to roast Laura Loomer and Trump. Okay? Y'all all right with that? Are y'all okay with me roasting your president? He's been a bad boy. He doesn't deserve to be treated well at all. So right now we're going to listen to something about Donald Trump. Okay? And this is from the Leaking Project. Everything I show you is fair use, great for educational purposes, great for research, and great for entertainment. And a lot of times I throw a little comedy in there because I got to please y'all. You come in and I give you what you want and I give you what you need. Satisfaction guarantee. It comes from who? Me. I'm here to satisfy you, baby. That's what it's all about. I give you what you want and I give you what you need. So let's see what the Leaking Project has to say, because what are we doing? We are doing research.
Hey, Donald. It's been a minute. We wanted to drop in and let you know the Epstein cover-up isn't working. You know why, right? It's not you. It's your team. Pam Bondi, you might think she looks hot, But he's really screwed up this cover-up.
She used to be
Cash
hot.
Patel, he put 1,000 FBI agents on the Epstein files. Agents who read everything about you. Every mention, every secret. That's 1,000 people who can ask your secrets. Oops. Dan Bongino.
Hello, King Josh.
There. And now he's a loose cannon.
Hello, Seven.
Ready to leak. Ready to blow.
Hello, King Christopher.
Todd Blanche. His interview with Ghislaine Maxwell backfired, but you're too dumb to understand yet. Mike Johnson. He told people you were a snitch for the FBI. That didn't go well, did it? Carolyn Levin. She's no Sarah Huckabee Sanders, is she? Thinner, sure, but dumb by a long shot. You know no one believes her. Your team is falling, Donald. No one buys the files. Even your own people know you're covering up something dark, something evil. You've tried everything to escape, but Jeffrey Epstein hurts you. All the women he abused, all the children he trafficked, all the girls he raped. Were you there, Donald? Did you watch? Participate? Did you hear their screams? Or did you cause them? You're covering up the Epstein files, but no one can cover up that forever.
Ooh, the leaking project, when I tell you they put together a good PowerPoint presentation, and they do it very well. Oh, they don't miss a beat when they coming for Donald J. Trump. They taking you down, Dunny, and I'm excited about it, yeah, because I just can't wait till you get kicked out of that plantation on Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C., yeah. The same place where you were having black men harassed while they sit on their porch in Washington, D.C., yes. They're going to kick your fat self out of there. And I'm excited about it, Donnie. I can't wait till they kick you out, and they kick you out on that fat, wide grandma butt. Bad body built Donnie. So let's take a listen to this. And you want to know how the MAGA white Republican women are? They're just as bad as their men. They are. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
Photos change everything we know about why the Epstein files were not released a few weeks ago when there was a vote in the Senate.
And that's why she's losing her seat.
Lisa Murkowski, a Republican from Alaska, at a forum with Ghislaine Maxwell and her husband, Scott Borgeson. You may have missed this because it was on the same day that Charlie Kirk died, but Senator Murkowski was the deciding vote not to release the Epstein files. So we wanted to understand why she would vote against this. And we spent weeks finding out exactly what her connections were to Jeffrey Epstein. And what we found was a tangled web of connections in Alaska, the senator's home state. In fact, it all comes down to power and a series of meetings and events where they talked about the Arctic Circle, and they lobbied and tried to expand it, which would obviously help Alaska and Ghislaine Maxwell's husband, who was doing a lot of business, maritime business in the Arctic Circle. There's also a connection to a wealthy Murkowski donor, Alice Rogoff, who just so happened to be Ghislaine Maxwell's friend and the owner of the Alaska Dispatch. So how Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein are connected to Murkowski just pretty much explains how Washington works and why these survivors have been waiting around for so many years for answers. And maybe this holds the key as to whether or not they'll finally get the answers. It certainly explains how insidious Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell's connections were to power. You can check out my latest report at tarapalmieri.com, or you can go to the link in my bio where you can read this investigative piece on the Red Letter. These photos.
Be sure to subscribe to her channel. Like I said, these MAGA Republican women, they are just as bad as the men. And what I learned about a white woman, she would back her man whether he's wrong or right. That's just how I go. For example, they always claim they was going to vote for VP Kamala Harris. And what did the white woman do? She went right along with her Republican MAGA husband and voted for Donnie Boy. Which some of them, they was honest. They actually did stick to voting for VP Kamala Harris, and some of them chicken out because their true person inside came on out and they voted for Donnie, the man that grabbed him by the PUSSY, the 34-count felon. You're weak.
You better get your tea, because the tea is fucking hot. House Oversight Democrats just released a new batch of files from that infamous file we've all been just chomping at the bit to see. You know, the one that Trump promised his entire fucking campaign. That one. And they are
hit the like button,
and
please.
now we know exactly why the Republicans are falling over themselves, hand over fist, trying to prevent it from being released to the public. There are some juicy names in the fucking date book, because all that they released were some appointments and one manifest for a plane. This entry from December 6th, 2014 says Elon Musk to island. Is this still happening? Did it ever happen? Do we know? Very interesting to see Elon here. Oh, who else? Who else do we have? Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon. Breakfast with Steve Bannon. February 16th of 2019. 2019. Trump administration. Why was one of the first Trump administration White House
2019, Trump was in the office
with Jeffrey Epstein. Monday,
up everything.
November 27th, 2017. Very interesting.
Trump was in
that
office.
Jeffrey Epstein was meeting with Peter Thiel that day. Peter Thiel, you know, the Palantir Peter Thiel, and of course the manifest, carrying none other than Prince Andrew, who we already knew was wildly involved in all of that. Allegedly. Very interesting names to be in his date book. Very interesting times. And now we all know what they're trying to hide. Girl.
I wouldn't even say allegedly, because that was a part of the from the estate, Jeffrey Epstein's estate, and that's who released it. So I'm not going to say allegedly. These men are horrible. They are just mediocre white men that think they're supposed to rule because of their skin. No, buddy. You don't even have the education of Barack Obama. He's a black man, remember? Y'all said that black people are DEI. No, that's you. Because you don't have the qualifications to be doing what you're doing. So that makes you DEI. Yeah, DEI. The one on the slow bus. Donnie and his cabinet. So take a listen to this. This is MAGA's MO. And I want my people to listen very careful, because this is MAGA's MO. Listen very carefully, okay?
When people hear white supremacy, generally in America, they think hoods, robes, the KKK. I can tell you from the KKK groups that I was around and infiltrated, but on a scale of what I'm getting ready to talk about, it's not even close. An accelerationist does not believe there's a political solution to save the white race. They believe that society is going to collapse on its own or from man-made events, and they want to speed it up, hence accelerate it. But their belief system, they call siege culture. James Mason is a longtime white supremacist, wrote a book called Siege. Don't go buy it or try to, because you'll probably show up on the FBI's list.
MAGA try to buy it anyway. They're so dumb.
We're going to stay hidden. We're going to cause chaos through maybe you kill a lefty journalist, maybe you kill an Antifa type, non-whites, blacks, Jews, poisoning water systems, taking down power supplies.
This is MAGA's MO.
Trains, anything to kick off. They may have changed the terminology now, but it was called the Boogaloo. They referred to Boogaloo as the D-Day. The founder of the group is a U.S. citizen born, Villanova grad, Army, former Army, Intel, I believe, and at some point had contracted into the Department of Justice. Originally, we had heard FBI, but I never clarified which department. CELL to me was in North Georgia. Here's what's crazy.
North Georgia's Alpharetta, Cummins, Georgia.
Oh, okay. Al-Qaeda's MO was 3
Cummins,
to 5
Georgia's
cells
racist.
all over the world, training, waiting for the phone call for D-Day. The base's MO was 3 to 5 man cells all over the world, training for the Boogaloo. So, coincidence? I think not. The trick is how do you know which one of those is going to be the Charleston church shooter? How do you know which one of those is going to be the Tree of Life shooter? in Pittsburgh, or the Christchurch shooter, or the Buffalo shooter, or the Walmart El Paso shooter. When people hear white supremacy, generally in America, they think hoods, robes, the KKK.
He just gave us an MO. There are sleeper cells also in the white supremacy. Like he said, Charleston. Who they going to send to do the Charleston powering? Who they was going to send to do the powering in schools and stuff? They have sleepers too. See, I didn't know that about racist MAGA, that they have sleepers. That I didn't know, but now I know. So I want my black and brown people to stay woke. And see, the white people, they don't really understand what we mean by stay woke. They have taken and switched it up how they want to because they don't understand our cultures. They don't. So let them stay fooled that they understand stay woke, because they don't. Just like they running around him saying F-O-F-A. No, we started it, and you still don't even say it right or do it right. We got to teach you everything from how to cook, dance, you know what I mean, everything. And you still haven't got it right. But what you have almost got, but not quite. You copy how we sing. You study our music so much that you can mimic our voices. We don't mimic anything of you. We don't. I'm not fascinated by you. I just wouldn't be. I love you through the love of God, but I'm not fascinated by you. No, I'm not. Shall I proceed? One moment, please. One moment. So, this is a gift to MAGA. The joke is on you.
So I did do the request. They emailed me back. He did not go in for an autopsy. The death certificate was signed by the doctor at the hospital. Okay, can you just do a quick
inside job?
I'm sorry, 10-9? Can you just add a step to the case documenting that there was no autopsy? And 287, I'll be clear to the hospital. I need an officer at Timpanogos Hospital to come stage in the emergency room bag. Jesse just told me that he just got on the phone, and Charlie's wife is coming to signature and then bringing a car over here for her. Charlie's wife is coming to land at signature, he said? Sir, and Jesse's going to go to Duncan right now and pick up a car for her. Okay, I'm a little confused because that's what Corey just said. They said they're landing at Duncan, so I don't know where they're landing, but we will just kind of play it by ear, I guess, best that we can. So I did do the request. They emailed me back. He did not go in for an autopsy. The death certificate was signed by the doctor at the hospital. Okay, can you just do a quick documenting that? I'm sorry, 10-9?
MAGA, this was a gift to you. Why was there no autopsy done on Charlie? Why? Why was there not an autopsy done on Charlie? MAGA, that's for you to find out. I just brought you a gift. Tell me thank you. Said thank you, beautiful Queen Lillie. Said thank you, the queen without any wrinkles in her face at 52, and she doesn't get Botox or fillers. Tell me thank you. One moment. One moment, please. One moment. So, jdvance, Epstein files will never go away. Donnie, your administration is corrupted.
The billionaire who bankrolled jdvance's political career and whose company Palantir has consolidated all of our personal information into a database for the surveillance state is being investigated for his financial ties to Jeffrey Epstein. In September, Oregon Senator Ron Wyden published a list including Thiel and the names of over 70 other individuals and entities Congress is investigating for their financial ties to Epstein. He named names, and he put them in a bill he introduced called the Produce Epstein Treasury Records Act. This would require the U.S. Treasury to comply with the Senate Finance Committee's investigation into the money trail left by Epstein that connects the disgraced, deceased sex criminal to his clients and financial backers. But it looks like Thiel might have been aware he was on investigators' radar since at least last fall. He went on Joe Rogan's podcast in August 2024 and got oddly defensive of Epstein when the topic came up.
Yeah.
When you were introduced to him, how was he described to you?
He was described as one of the smartest tax people in the world.
The Senate's investigation started in 2022, and at the heart of it is destroying this myth that Jeffrey Epstein was some sort of tax savant, able to magically bend the tax code to his will and save his billionaire clients hundreds of millions of dollars on their tax bill. He wasn't. He wasn't even a CPA. And yet, the failed substitute
He was
teacher
down with
turned stock trader
Israel
billed
like
himself as
Donald
a
Trump.
financial advisor. And his clients claimed on their tax returns that the reason they paid him absurd amounts of money was because Epstein did their taxes. And that's where the investigation can conclusively snare Epstein's clients.
And that comes from Carrier. I don't know what's going on with my hair today, y'all. It's doing something funky. I guess it's static in my hair today. I don't know. But anyway, Peter Thiel has been investigated, and he is in the Epstein files, which we all found out this yesterday, MAGA. Y'all are the most filthiest group of people. Yeah, you are. You filth and dangerous. You are a terrorist group. So Mike Johnson delaying the swearing in of the new Democrat that won in the special election. Let me take a sip of water on that. Because that Mike Johnson is always up to no good. Crime mob. That's the MAGA Republican Party. Crime mob. They just can't do right. They always do underhanded things, but you can't do it good enough because your hands are seen. So you're not doing it with his unseen hands. Donnie think he had unseen hands because they so little, but those little hands say that he's little in the pants. And that's what Stormy Daniels said. He has a mushroom, a very small mushroom. Yeah. That's what Stormy Daniels said about Donnie. It's little. Little boy blue, come blow your horn to the sheeps and the cattle and the metals and the corn, Donnie. Ooh, you got a little bitty thing. That's what Melania, she didn't want to sleep with you. You smell bad, you wear a diaper, and you got a little ping. But anyway, the MAGA Republicans are at it again with their criminal tricks. Dems make your chest move. What Magic Mike is doing is illegal. Dems, contact Grindr app and get the D's on that batch now. You must play dirty when it comes to those maggots.
Johnson is refusing to swear in Adelita Grijalva despite the fact she is winning her election by a landslide. And the reason he's doing this is because she is the 218th signature that they need for the Epstein discharge petition. He's wanting to wait as long as he possibly can until the final results are 100% conclusive.
Well, they are in. She has
this
won.
This is a very abnormal thing to do, especially in races like this where we can see she is the clear winner. Listen to what she has to say about it because she calls out his double standard and the fact that he is deliberately delaying her from being sworn in.
I was looking at the example of now Representative Waukesha from Virginia, who was elected 2 weeks ago today.
Listen carefully.
And that following Wednesday, less than 24 hours, was sworn in. And with unofficial results.
We all know this is not about standard election procedure. This is about power and protection. She has promised that she will sign the Epstein discharge petition, giving them 218 signatures and finally bringing the full Epstein files to the floor. Of course, this terrifies Mike Johnson because his boss is allegedly a very big part of the Epstein files and probably one of Jeffrey Epstein's largest clients. There are also reports coming out suggesting that Republicans who have put their names down on this discharge petition are being pressured into removing their names. But the fact that Mike Johnson is stalling tells us everything we need to know. If they had nothing to hide, they would not be
MAGA Republicans are
but
scared.
to run out the clock and come up with a game plan to prevent the Epstein files from being released. Mike Johnson is refusing to swear in Adelita.
I got a message from somebody. Let me read it. Someone left me a comment. Okay. This is Wreck-It Ralph. Does CNN pay you? Oh, you? They don't pay me, but you do. You know what you pay me to do? Wreck-It Ralph, you pay me to peg you. You super freak like Donald Trump, Mike Johnson, Cash Patel. You pay me to peg you. Get a life. Okay? Just get a life. You get on your knees and you beg for it. And your wife likes to watch. Then you lick it after I take it out of you. You want to lick the mud off. You nasty MFer. Okay. Elon, you're no good and you have children as well. He's filth like Donald Trump. What am I talking about? So I'm going to show y'all like a slide, okay? And this is from the Duke of York. Has resurfaced in the files relating Jeffrey Epstein as a passenger on the pedo financiers jet, with a reference also made to ex-owner Elon Musk potentially visiting the ex-offenders island. Elon, you have children. I dare you. You filthy animal. But you was friends with Kanye West, and it has been said that y'all got down real dirty, you and Kanye. Ooh, you nasty. It don't surprise me coming from a mediocre white man. I know a lot about your type. So let's see here. So it said Elon Musk's name surfaces in the Epstein file. Y'all remember when Elon had that black eye? Uh-huh. I remember too. Okay.
Ex-owner Elon Musk having potentially visited the sex offenders island. Musk is named in the documents as being a potential visitor to Epstein's island, Little St. James, on December the 6th, 2014, 6 years after he became, this is Epstein, a listed sex offender. His name appears on what appears to be a daily schedule that Epstein had, with the entry saying, quote, reminder, Elon Musk to island December 6th, brackets, is this still happening, question mark. You remember, of course, that Elon Musk took to his own social media platform to suggest that Donald Trump, his name was going to come up in association with Epstein, and that's why the files hadn't been released. Well, it turns out Musk's name is in there too. Reference also made, intriguingly, to the ex-owner Elon Musk having potentially visited the sex offenders island.
I don't put anything past a mediocre white man. I don't. Because y'all are such twisted freaks and you just can't get enough. And so you want to high. And you talk about black people, black men. You like to get high and you like to get a higher high doing the freakiest sick things. And then on Sunday morning, you go to church and pretend you're a Christian. When we all know that MAGA Republicans are not Christians. They are a part of the Antichrist cult. You're not going to heaven, MAGA. Not on my watch. One moment. One moment, please. So, Trump, Epstein, and Ghislaine Maxwell, crime mob, y'all. Uh-oh. Hold on. I did not hit the mute button, did I? Hold on. Well, anyway, it said Ghislaine says Jeffrey Epstein recorded Trump with his victims. Would any of y'all be surprised if she recorded Trump with his victims? No one would be surprised because Donnie already told us that he grabs them by the P-U-S-S-Y. Donald Trump's a nasty boy. He even wears a Depends. So, let me introduce you to Trump's character, okay? And this is by Don Lennon. Yeah. He's going to let you know all about your master, his character. He's an awful man, a man of no dignity. And that's why he's not getting a Nobel Peace Prize. But you know who got the Nobel Peace Prize? President Barack Obama. Is everything on mute, y'all? Hold on.
He's petty, as I said. He is vindictive. He's small. He's vulgar. He's
fat.
Racist. He is sexist. He's homophobic.
He
is
stank.
Islamophobic. He's ableist. And that's for starters. Oh, that's just your opinion, Don. No. He said as much. He said that he was going to get back at his political enemies. It's all on tape. That's the proof. He's small, as we know. He's vulgar, grab him by the pussy. He's racist. That's my African American. Go back where you came from. And that's just in the recent history, not to go back to being sued by
hit the like button
or being sued by the government for housing discrimination. Islamophobic. Ilhan Omar should go back to where she came from. Oh, I asked the head of Somalia, and they said he didn't want her back. Ableist, mocking a disabled New York Times reporter. He's petty, as I said. He is vindictive. He's small. He's vulgar. He's a racist. He is sexist. He's homophobic. He is Islamophobic. He's ableist. And that's for starters. Oh, that's just your opinion, Don. No. He said as much. He said that he was going to get back at his political enemies. It's all on tape. That's the proof. He's small, as we know. He's vulgar, grab him by the pussy. He's racist. That's my African American. Go back where you came from. And that's just in recent history, not to go back.
Well, Donnie, go back where you came from, because your parents and your ancestors were immigrants from where? Europe. So, Donnie, go back where you came from. The people from the sun was here before you got here, boy. And Mexicans was here before you got here, boy. Don't play. Y'all over here giving out fake history, when the real history is Mexico owned a lot of these states, and no white man, what he do? He steal. The mediocre white man that didn't bathe much. He had to get taught how to bathe by the black people from Africa. Y'all didn't know how to bathe? No. So this is someone. Can someone please go grab Laura Loomer right quick, because she needs to have this experience. Yeah. Somebody go grab Laura Loomer. Bring her on.
Welcome to America. Tell me what you're thinking.
Just so much.
Kleenex is split.
I've always been interested in history and the history of Black people. I took Afrocentric classes.
This is a museum that teach you about real Black history.
I've read so many books, and now I belong to a church that's primarily African American, and I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Go get Laura Loomer. Go get her.
Welcome to America.
Hit that play button, please.
Just so much.
Kleenex is split.
I've always been interested in history and the history of Black people. I took Afrocentric classes at UNL. My grandma lived at 2821 West Kentucky Street. I've read so many books, and now I belong to a church that's primarily African American, and I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Right now, Donald Trump and his cabinet are trying to take away all of Black history. But what Black people doing, they are teaching their babies, their children at home. So you can't hurt us. A race that's been through so much, you could never hurt us. You're hurting yourself. The more you try to harm us, the more educated we are becoming. While you are the least educated in this country right now. Yeah. Straight facts. Shall I proceed? Yes, indeed.
Official senior advisor to the president, Laura Loomer, said about Jasmine Crockett, "It hurts my heart that we have ghetto Black bitches who hate America serving in Congress." I actually feel disgusted saying that out loud. She typed it with her full chest, and someone else called her out for it, and she said I meant every word. I hope she doesn't die. I hope Laura Loomer doesn't die, because I cannot deal with a week or months of people pretending like this bitch wasn't racist as fuck, as we're dealing with Charlie Kirk right now.
I agree with everything Keith Edwards is saying. Subscribe to his channel.
Unofficial senior advisor to the president, Laura Loomer, said about Jasmine Crockett, "It hurts my heart that we have ghetto Black bitches who hate America serving in Congress." I actually feel disgusted saying that.
And because of that, we're going to lay a good roasting on Laura Loomer. You know, the one that went out and got her lips done like a Black woman, and they look so foolish. And she even wear hair pieces. And I'm Black. I don't wear hair pieces. This grows from my scalp. Then she got all this Botox in her face. I'm 52. Never had Botox. Don't get fillers. Never had a facelift or nothing. No. Just God's beautiful baby. That's me. Queen Lillie. God created all of this. Honey, the body is everything. My body look like I'm in my 20s. But I'm 52. Yeah. It's me. Oh, don't hate. Congratulate MAGA, because you would never be like this. You got to go get Botox fillers and facelifts and all kind of fake butt, fake boobs, everything. I'm sitting here all natural because God made me beautiful. Yes, my Lord and Savior. Not your Savior, Donald Trump. I would never want to be near him and smell that pissy pan. Oh, no, no, never. One moment. How y'all doing? Hi. I hope you're doing very well because I'm doing very well because I'm about to roast the shit out of Loomer. One moment. Just a moment. So botched, ghetto, but she's jealous. Who am I talking about? The one that made a Halloween mask for her. Laura Loomer. Hold on. We're going to see what they're going to, honey, because they're going to roast her, and then I'm going to go back and roast her and Donald Trump. Because Laura Loomer, has she put on those knee pads lately, Donnie? I can't imagine anybody getting on their knees for Donald Trump. A man that wears a diaper? No, I could never. Don't you ever talk about Jasmine Crockett again, you ugly MFer.
You know, I won't even talk about how this is you in your 20s and this is you at 32. I guess all them, injections aren't doing your skin any favor. And what about your lips? I mean, you went from this to bam, this. Tell me you're trying to emulate a black woman without telling me you're trying to emulate a black woman.
Yes, they are selling your face and calling this shit the Loomer Goon.
I absolutely love and respect Jasmine Crockett because no matter how much they throw at her, no matter how much jealousy they have, no matter what kind of names they call her, she is unapologetically who she is.
It's my heart that we have Twitter or the desire to visit her at Halloween Horror Nights. Hi, Laura. Now, when I first saw you saying terrible, terrible things about Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, my first thought was, no, Mrs. Two Asses is not talking shit. Do you remember this day? You ran into me and my friends on the Hill, and you kept giving me really dirty looks. Meanwhile, I just could not stop marveling at the fact that your 2014 pixie pants somehow gave you a top butt, a bottom butt, and yet no butt at all. I would say it's a scientific miracle if y'all believed in science. And before I really get into it, let me also just point out, you love calling Jasmine Crockett ghetto, right? DEI this, Shanika that. And yet, you would never call me ghetto, which I find interesting, right? Because Jasmine and I, sure, we both talk a lot of shit, and we both say things in ways that people are maybe not used to hearing. But unlike Jasmine, I don't have a law degree, didn't even get into law school. In fact, I have never been a member of Congress that was elected by my constituents. So really, in all senses of the word and the world, Jasmine is a way more impressive and esteemed individual than me. But you would never call me ghetto because also, unlike Jasmine, I am white. And you only call her that because she is black, which is racist. And I know you don't give a shit, so this is me not giving a shit. Do you talk about the ghetto so much because that's where you get all your injectables? Because my God, I'd heard of back alley abortions. I didn't know they were also doing back alley Botox. Laura, listen to me, put the Juva down, okay? Give the Restylane a rest. Disport is not, in fact, a competitive sport of seeing who can put the most units in their face. I see why you may have been confused. And look, girl, I get it. I also love injectable Botox fillers, vaccines. Y'all always forget that one. But you can do that without looking so embalmed. And also, your jokes just aren't funny. They're really played out and trite. I imagine they hit really well with men who still buy Hooters swim calendars and like no one else. Jasmine is a
We're going to get back to that video, but I'm about to do a comparison of Jasmine Crockett and Laura Loomer. Laura Loomer. Girl, Laura Loomer is a college dropout. She ran for Congress twice, and she didn't succeed. So she found a way to hang around Congress anyway by putting on those knee pads for Donald J. Trump. And because her lips were so paper thin, she went and got lip injections to be like a black woman. Because we have those lips that's already full, so we going down on our man. We good at it, okay? So she got lip injections. She's mad because Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett is in Congress. Now flip over to Jasmine Crockett. the beautiful black woman with the nice skin. Her skin looked younger than Laura Loomer. Yes. And she's 44, and Laura is what, 32, and aging so terribly. Laura Loomer looks like an oatmeal cake, and that's not pleasant. Maybe it would have been a white chocolate oatmeal cake, okay? But anyway, this is Jasmine Crockett. I'm comparing her to Laura Loomer. Laura Loomer, take lessons, bitch. Okay, Jasmine Crockett has several degrees. 4. She has a law degree. She was an attorney, a prosecutor in Texas, yeah. A racist state, yeah, Texas. And she made it to Congress on her first time, trying to be in Congress, while Laura Loomer tried twice and failed. Jasmine Crockett is loved by many, not just black people, Laura Loomer, but by your people as well. You lost, bitch. Sit your ugly self down and don't you ever come for Queen Jasmine Crockett again. Because I'm not in Congress. I'm a regular citizen and I will mollywop you for days. And right now I'm going to mollywop you with my words. Stay tuned. Hello, everybody.
With biting wit and intellect, and you just look like you bite people. Okay, so maybe sit this one out.
Laura Loomer having more smoke for Jasmine Crockett than she does Spirit Halloween is funny as fuck. Bitch, they are selling your face and calling this shit the Loomer Goon. On Twitter, mad at black women because you asked your surgeon for the Kim K special and they fucked your shit up. That ain't our fault. Calling people ghetto as if your culture didn't originate from hot dog water. Let's stop. And I was a little scared to make this video out of fear that you might be standing at the edge of my bed at 3 a.m. But you know what? YOLO. You felt ugly and insecure, and the only space that you were ever welcomed in was one that only liked you because of the color of your skin. People that cannot find friends, people that cannot find spaces where they can fit in life will do anything for any type of attention that makes them feel better. Before Laura obtained her many surgeries, she was your average, regular, schmegular, white girl. Not really anything to offer in the looks department, not really anything to offer in the brain department, not really anything to offer in the fashion sense. The only thing that she seen that may have been of any value was the color of her skin. But she pandered to hate groups out of number one, jealousy, and to make herself feel better. Don't be like Laura.
Don't be a Laura Loomer.
It hurts my heart that we have ghetto black bitches who hate America serving in Congress, talking about Jasmine Crockett. Okay, Lord. You know, I won't even talk about how this is you in your 20s and this is you at 32. I guess all them, injections aren't doing your skin any favor. And what about your lips? I mean, you went from this to bam, this. Tell me you're trying to emulate a black woman without telling me you're trying to emulate a black woman. Not to mention, the nose job. Speaking of that, nose hole might be bigger than the back hole, or you have it more in front than in the back. I mean, just give it a couple years and you're gonna age just like Trump. Now, speaking of ghetto, Laura, I noticed on Google your address is blocked off. Don't worry, I'm not gonna put it out there. But there's this thing called Google Earth where I can see your backyard, and in your backyard you got an above ground pool. Now, that's not ghetto. Then I don't know what ghetto is, because your neighbors clearly have underground pools. And if you're going to live in a neighborhood like that, I think you should upgrade to something that's not ghetto. I don't know. Is it just me, or is that ghetto? Oh, and last thing, Laura, don't come from Jasmine, because we're going to roast you and I will drag you straight to hell. So,
I just want to start this video off by saying how
Laura Loomer. We, him, me, and others will drag you straight to HELL, where you and Donnie will be going, because you're not going to heaven, because Donnie keeps talking about, I want to go to heaven. Donnie, you don't want to go to heaven, because every day you put out hate. You spoiled, rotten onion with the cankles. No, you don't. Neither one of y'all are going to heaven. You're going straight to HELL. That's where you and Laura Loomer going. And I'm going to tell you something. Melania was so glad that Laura Loomer was taking up her time. She didn't want to smell you, and she was not gonna get on her knees for you, to please you. That's Laura Loomer's job, man. She wears those knee pads faithfully. So Laura Loomer, before you ever fix those fake lips to talk about Jasmine Crockett ever again, just remember you will be mollywopped all over the internet. You are not liked, and God don't like ugly. So you ain't going to heaven, girl. Nor is Donald Trump. And like he said, in 2 years, you just may be looking like Trump. You just keep putting all that pausing in your face, girl. Laura Loomer, don't you ever run your D-suckers about Jasmine Crockett again. Because if you do, you're going to get mollywopped all over the internet again, girl. We don't like you. And we don't like Donald Trump. You see, Donald Trump is a 34-count felon. He is a man has been said to wear a diaper. Donald Trump is a man that has makeup on. Men don't supposed to wear makeup, darling. Your man, Donnie, wears makeup. He might as well be a drag queen. And he wears something in his shoes to make him appear taller. He lies like he's 6 feet and something. He's not. Oh my God. Now that son, Baron, is a tall boy. But they all look like they need to be shot to Mars because they're all ugly aliens. Laura Loomer can go to Mars with him because she's an ugly alien too. Whew, Lord. Have y'all not seen how well Queen Kamala Harris has been doing her book tour and how everybody is showing her so much love in America and how they wishing she was in the Oval Office instead of Dunny Boy? Even white people even just worshiping Kamala Harris right now. Yeah, they are. No one likes Dunny. Like everybody hates Chris. Yeah. So Laura Loomer, you best to keep your D-suckers shut when it comes to any black person. Or we're going to drag you for the rest of your life and mollywop you with our words. So I'm going to leave y'all with this, okay? Be kind to your neighbors. And white people, be kind to black people because you owe us. You owe us the debt that your ancestors have not paid because we have not got our 40 acres in the mule. And a mule. And a lot of them are missing meals right now due to Donald Trump and the high prices of food. You owe us. Your ancestors did not give us our 40 acres and a mule. So watch your mouth. And don't you ever talk about Kamala Harris again. And I mean that with every bit of my body. Be respectful. And don't ever talk about President Barack Obama again. He cannot help that he's college educated, Harvard University educated. And y'all chose a mediocre white man, Donald Trump. How can y'all blame President Barack Obama for your decisions? Y'all chose Donnie, and he's slow, he's fat, he stink. He's highly educated. Donald Trump is low IQ. Bad genes. Bad body built Donald Trump. That's who you chose. So stop hating black people for that because we're trying our best to continue what the Lord says to do. We love you through the love of God. So be happy to have that and stop being disrespectful to black people. Okay? Now stop getting that Botox or stop getting those fillers and all the other stuff and just be who you are. Be like me. I don't get any of that. And I'm 52. Too bad you don't look as good as me, but I still love you. Be loved for who you are. Stop getting Botox. Stop getting fillers. Wrestling, all of that. You look crazy. Be who God made you to be. Mediocre. Okay? Well, I'm sitting here gracefully aging. Yeah. Bye, y'all. I gotta go because I got somewhere to be this evening. I can't stay here with y'all all day. I know y'all want me to come out and play. Maybe later. Not. I see y'all Monday, okay? I love y'all. Do y'all love me? Talk to me. I know you do. Thank you for the roses. Thank you, Mr. H. You have made my day. Thank you so much. I love y'all. Hit that like button, okay? Hit that like button right now. Come on, hit that like button for me. I gotta go now, but I see y'all Monday, okay? Y'all be good now. I don't want y'all misbehaving. Don't let MAGA get to you because you know MAGA is trash. They get picked up every Monday on the curb. Yeah, all right? Say your prayers and love everybody. Even love your enemies, as the Bible says. Goodbye, everybody. I love you.